This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Our producer just let me know. I asked what today was, and I was looking for the date because I've been told I needed timestamp. Kelsey, every show.
Yeah. Well, what is the show, Michael?
Well, no, it doesn't matter because I said, "Hey, what is today?" And she told me today is Friday. Today is Friday. Just
Captain
in case
Obvious over there.
Just in case anybody doesn't know, today is Friday, and you are listening to Volusia Today. My name is Michael Ryan, and this is your one and only source for local news. I need some caffeine, Clayton.
Oh, I've got mine. I'm full of it.
I'm going to go get some caffeine and start this weekend right. What are you doing this weekend?
Probably, my kid turns 5 on Monday.
Congratulations.
So we're kind of looking around what we're going to do this weekend. May hit up a theme park, may just chill around here. Not really for sure. It's going to be up to him. Probably playing outside, playing soccer a lot. He did to start football. So that, again, 4. He's 4 now, turns 5 Monday. So that's a little learning curve right there for him.
He's 4, 5, I guess, and a 2-sport athlete already. That's impressive. Man.
Yeah, he's running over kids in soccer. I'm like, no, you can't push. You can use your elbows, but you can't extend the arms. Like, I never played soccer, but I know you can't extend the arms.
Yeah, he's been watching European football, not soccer.
Yeah, well, he gets that from his older brother. He sees him out clanging and banging out there on the field. He's 10, so he's I could do that too.
Yeah. Well, what theme park?
Potentially Disney.
Okay.
I think it's a little crowded there, so maybe Universal. We'll have to check out the wait times and everything, but it's going to be his call, whichever one he wants to go to.
Kelsey, what's your weekend look like?
Well, I think Clayton and I might end up at Disney both this weekend, so we're going Sunday. See the Christmas lights and everything, and DeLand actually has a Christmas parade tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we're going to go check that out and probably smoke some meat this weekend, nothing too exciting.
I forget you're an official DeLand resident.
I am, and there's so many things to do here that I have neglected because I work so much. So I'm very excited to check
Was that a shot
out.
at Michael?
Yeah, what was that about? We didn't work so much.
It was more of a shot at the last 3 months of, hurricanes and craziness. And so very excited for the holiday season. And, we also have a very special listener today, Michael.
Who would that be?
Rob. He listens to us every Friday. You have to say hello.
Oh, the webmaster?
Of course.
No, nice.
Number one listener.
Yes, our only listener. Rob, just in case you didn't know, today's Friday.
December 6th.
Yeah, December 6th. And you are listening to Volusia Today.
I think we need to bring Rob on one time.
Oh, Rob. Oh, my gosh. Have you ever heard Rob speak?
Yes.
He's like a machine gun.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
So
let's do that.
Rob, if you're out there listening, give us a thumbs up, and we will bring you on the show sometime.
We'll just do a whole high-tech show on the internet, and have him come and do that.
I mean, he's so smart. Remember in his interview, he's talking about all this code and stuff, and we're all just sitting there nodding our heads we don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds right.
It'll be the Rob show.
Oh, we all need a Rob in our life, don't we? So real quick before we get into some real news, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I ended up actually trying, if anybody was listening to our holiday episode before Thanksgiving, I ended up trying everybody's recipes. So I tried Michael's famous green bean casserole with some cheddar cheese.
Oh, cheddar cheese, yeah.
Oh, total win. I actually hate green bean casserole, and I pick out all the mushrooms with the mushroom soup.
Yeah.
And that was by far one of my favorite versions I made. And I loved Maggie's sweet potato casserole. And I hate saying that because I hate sweet potatoes, but I put it in the air fryer and crisped it up a little bit.
The crispy, that's the best.
It tasted like a pie, like a pecan pie.
Yeah. You made dessert as well.
I made dessert, but it was delicious.
Clayton, you hosted at your house?
I did, and I successfully deep fried a turkey without burning anything down.
That's because you listened to our fire.
Yes, I was at the fire demonstration that our fire rescue department did, and it was amazing. And then, like I said, Kelsey, you did an excellent job putting that together. Got a lot of media coverage. So hopefully we prevented some unexpected guests, the fire department, showing up to somebody's house on Thanksgiving Day because of improperly deep frying a turkey.
You prevented me from cooking a turkey is what you prevented.
But you have to do it safely.
No. I order in. I don't do this stuff. We actually spent ours up in the mountains skiing. My wife skied for the first time for Thanksgiving, and I heard her tell the story for the 9th time last night, and it just keeps getting more detailed and longer and more tragic every time she tells it. And I'm like, you're actually okay. You're alive. You cooked dinner tonight. You're fine. You're doing okay.
She's just reliving the trauma. That's what it is. Now
Every-
she's actually able to sit down and go, wow, what was I through for that?
Yes. Well, you just described my whole marriage, reliving the drama. That's every weekend.
I see you more as a snowboarder than a skier.
Oh, don't tell her.
Oh,
that.
don't start that, man. Don't start that. No, no, because heading into this trip, she had a big dilemma. Was she going to snow? Because she thinks she's about 20 years younger than she is. And so she's like, I'm going to snowboard. I'm like, have you ever tried skiing? And that was her Christmas present, was the equipment, right? So Clayton, do not mention snowboarding. I've got like an $800 investment in her skiing. That
Hey, Christmas is right around the corner.
yeah.
Sorry, he's giving me the evil eye on that.
Well, I tell you what, Clayton, leaving work yesterday, you and Jason, our engineer, were the last two faces I saw at work. And the first two I see this morning. Kelsey, it's good to see you too.
Yeah, I'm here.
Break that up a little bit. We spent our evening at a town hall meeting with Councilmember Dempsey last night. I'm doing this because I know this topic makes Clayton really nervous, so I'm going to see if he'll actually talk about it a little bit. How did that go down?
I thought it actually went very well. It was well attended. There was no overflow, but the county council chambers was completely packed. And our growth and resource director, Clay Urban, and our public works director, Ben Bartlett, they did a wonderful job explaining the processes. What goes into preparing for a storm, the different zonings, what the county's responsible for, what the cities are responsible for, and also some things are privately owned, like through homeowners associations and things like that. And also they did a great job explaining, like the rainfall. Like how
that was interesting.
Those graphics were amazing, showing like these years you see we have very little rainfall. So if we did get a storm, like the ground it wasn't saturated already.
Right.
It could handle that, and then show like the rainfall. I think like 2017 through 2024. It's just like how much more rainfall we've received, and that is a contributing factor to some of the flooding that goes on. So it's very well. Residents got to ask questions. They got to learn about like specific areas in the county, specifically West Side, because it was held in DeLand. Like different areas were asking, this is what went on. Can you tell me a little bit more about what happened? What plans are for? And I think Ben and Clay did an excellent job talking about the future studies that are right around the corner. Right. Went briefly into the $60 million that the county council actually approved of 2 council meetings ago for stormwater projects, mitigation and infrastructure improvements. I think there's 16 projects in total. Yeah. So those are that's a big win for our community right there.
I tell you what, Clayton, in this whole conversation, I hate the word study. Because like as a resident, as somebody who's not an engineer, I don't want to hear you doing another study, right? I want to hear you fixing
shovels in the ground.
Fix my problem, right? And he did a good job last night of explaining that the study is the first step in fixing your problem or fixing the problem. And the study is really more determining what your options are and determining which one the best solution is and going down that path. So it's much more than just a study. And he did a good job of talking about that too. Kelsey, I learned last night that 11 inches of rain in Clayton, tell me if I get the number wrong. 11 inches of rain in a 24-hour period is kind of the bar. And so once we go above that, because our systems in Volusia County at least are designed to absorb approximately 11 inches of rain in 24 hours. Ground, like Clayton said, ground saturation plays a huge role in that. But like in, what was our last one? Hurricane Milton, 18 inches of rain in 24 hours. It was less than 24 hours actually. Yeah. And so that's and then on top of that, the ground is already saturated. So it was interesting hearing Ben, the public works director, talked to there were different people from different areas of the county, Kelsey, and they all flooded. Yeah. And either their street flooded or their yard flooded, or some of them their structure flooded, their house. But it was interesting to hear that it was not all the same problem. And somebody over here flooded because of X, Y, and Z, and then somebody over here had a little bit of a different circumstance. So it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Well, and, I got to listen to the beginning of that meeting, too. And in total layman's terms, it was nice to know, as a resident myself, to see, like you said, the studies are one thing, but you have to find the problem to fix the problem. Yeah. I think hearing that and being part of that last night was really eye-opening for me as well.
Well, you should write that down. Put that down.
I'll let Ben know.
It was, anyway, I also thought, Clayton, that it was a pretty civil conversation.
Yes.
I think we all at the county all understand and are sympathetic and empathetic to the people's homes flooded. We get that, and we understand that. And it could have been a much more emotional or volatile meeting, but I thought I really did a pretty good job of listening.
Yes, absolutely.
And sometimes you get a bunch of government, especially an engineer up there, sometimes speaking engineer stuff. So it doesn't always make sense. But at the end, I did see there were 2 or 3 members of the audience who were very passionate about their challenges. And at the end, they came up and shook Ben's hand and said, "Thank you for the information." And it felt like people left with an understanding that we're not just sitting here. Things are happening. Things are moving forward. Kelsey, we also had 3 council members, including Councilmember Dempsey, who was hosting the meeting, who I thought did a great job hosting a challenging meeting, and a little bit of a brave move to host that meeting so close to the event. So anyway, kudos to that. I thought it was a great meeting and hopefully productive for those who attended. I tell you, if you guys don't mind, let's take kind of a really quick early break, Chantal, so I can go get some caffeine, and we'll start off the second segment big and hard.
7 miles of unique coastline. Volusia County beaches. Yeah, those beaches. But also these beaches. We have millions of visitors every year, and we work around the clock to keep our beaches safe and beautiful. And you can help!
Swim near a staff lifeguard tower.
Pick up your trash. And fill holes. Identify, avoid, and escape rip currents.
Please leave the beach cleaner than you found it.
There we go.
Look out for one another and keep an eye on kids, especially near the traffic lane and in the water. Pets are allowed at our 2 pet-friendly beaches, Lighthouse Point Park and Smyrna Dunes Park.
If you see something, say something.
A clean and safe beach guarantees fun in the sun for everyone. Thank you for doing your part to keep Volusia County beaches beautiful. See you at the beach!
Make the most of your day at the beach. Download the Volusia County Beaches app today. Sign up for real-time notifications on vehicle ramp openings and closings. Find staffed lifeguard towers. Get updates on tides and beach conditions, plus off-beach parking and coastal parks info. Volusia County Beaches app is available for your smart devices at the App Store and Google Play.
Good morning, Volusia. You are listening to Volusia Today. We just talked about the town hall meeting that was held yesterday, and Michael took a break to go get some caffeine. And now we're back to talk about some fun upcoming events in the county. I don't know, Michael, if you've ever been to Lyonia, non-work related. Have you?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
No, but I've been there work related several times.
Okay, so I actually went for the first time, and it was work related, but I have every intention on going back because it was.
Wait! You just called me out. And
I totally did. Yeah, just for fun. That's what I get for you rushing me last minute. But I actually went for the first time, and it was probably one of the coolest things. I had no idea that the county offered something like this. And with a 2-year-old, oh my gosh, they do like tiny trekkers and all kinds of really cool small group things, engagement, and it's really a hidden gem. I mean, I know we talk about it, but it's really cool.
Now, again, I'm the boring government guy, but you're telling the story yesterday, and I don't know if this is Ellie's here or not, but scrub jays.
Yes.
Tell everybody what you're telling me yesterday.
Okay.
This is really fascinating.
It is
I'm
fascinating.
Curious.
Okay. So
first, tell people what a scrub jay is, because I had to learn that years ago.
If you don't know, please look it up, because they are the most adorable little blue birds. They're not bluebirds or scrub jays, very different, but they live in Florida scrub bush, okay? And they are super friendly, very inquisitive, curious little birds. So when they hear you, they hear people, they will come directly to you.
Nah.
Yeah, I swear to it is the
what?
coolest thing. And even like the guides and stuff, Tommy Nordstrom, who does the Explore Volusia, he was telling us people will wear baseball hats so that the birds will come up and sit on hats. And when they heard Maggie and I out filming video, there was like 30 of them that came out of these scrubs and just started like singing to us. I felt like a Disney princess.
Really?
I was
And
the
where's
coolest
this
thing.
at?
So we went to Doris Leaper and walked around, and that's where we saw the first group. But then Lyonia is very based in the scrub jay. So if you go out there, they have a ton out there, and they have a lot of depictions of scrub jay. That's kind of their bird. That's in their logo. So it's really cool.
So what is there to do at Lyonia? You hike?
Yes, but that's why I brought it up, because actually this weekend they're doing a story walk. So it's a cute little story about the sad sandhill pine, and you get to go walk around, and there's a craft involved, maybe see some scrub jays, and that's tomorrow from 1 to 3. So you can actually go anytime between 1 and 3. It's not set time from 1 to 3. It's between 1 and 3.
And how much does that cost?
It's free.
No way.
Yeah. So if I wasn't doing parade, I would absolutely do that because that is, and I actually think, well, the parade is first. So honestly, let's go do parade and then head over to Lyonia for, my kid will be nice and tired.
You can go have a cup of coffee with the birds.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really cool. And I think they're also doing, unfortunately it is sold out, but they're doing a cut your own Christmas tree. So they have a bunch of the little sandhill pines that you're able to like go out and actually cut, but that one is full. So maybe next year you can cut your own sandhill pine, but you can at least go out here and story about it.
Have you ever done that?
Cut the sandhill pine?
No. Have you ever cut your own Christmas tree?
Yes. I remember I'm from up north.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Don't say that on the show again. Just
hey, listen.
Say that to yourself.
Listen, I've been here for 10 years. Okay. I'm acclimated now. But it was, it's fun cutting your own tree and like bringing it in the house and everything.
We used to go somewhere. It was out west of Jacksonville. I forget where that was. City. It started with an M out there. I don't remember what it was called out there. Anyway, we used to go out there. It was a big deal. We drive out. We get a hot chocolate on the way. Go cut the tree down, tie it to the top of the tree, like Christmas vacation.
In your shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah, in my really nice sandals.
Yeah.
And but it was a really cool experience to be able to go do that. So. What is going on, Clayton, at Park Volusia right now? We've not talked about that in a while.
We haven't, but the exciting news that we announced this week that actually yesterday that the new Park Volusia office has opened in New Smyrna Beach. And that is at 302 North Causeway, hours 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. So this complements the existing office in Daytona Beach Shores. And hopefully, if we're doing our jobs right, everybody listening here knows what Park Volusia is. But in a nutshell, Park Volusia is the county's new beach driving / off-beach parking program. And it's 100% free for Volusia County residents. As long as you register, you go to parkvolusia.org. You go to one of those offices. We're actually doing 5 in-person outreach events at our regional libraries this month. Check that out on our website and our social media accounts. As long as you can prove you're a Volusia County resident through a driver's license, property tax bill, and you have your current vehicle registration, you will get free access to drive on the ramps down to our beach, as well as park in 60, I can't remember the exact number, but it's over 60 off-beach lots. And I just want to throw this out there. Free beach driving went into effect on October 1st. Now, starting January 1st, all those 60-something lots I just talked about, you need to be registered in the Park Volusia program if you're a Volusia County resident to continue being able to park there at no cost. Again, it's parkvolusia.org. Go to one of those events because starting January 1st, if you park in one of those lots, which will have appropriate signage there, you will be charged.
He's looking at you, Michael.
I know. I know. Keep looking at me.
To put it in your calendar to not forget.
And also, I just have to mention this too. We're going to be putting some more information out this leading up to it. But the city of Daytona Beach, as well as the city of New Smyrna Beach, they actually have their own off-beach parking lots.
Yeah.
But those lots are not connected to the Park Volusia program. So if you are one of our residents who has registered through the Park Volusia program, make sure when you go that you see the appropriate signage in the lots, or you can check it out on parkvolusia.org, click the beach parking tab and find one of those lots, because if you do park in a city-owned lot, then you are still subject to those fees to park there.
Okay. So bottom line is, starting January 1, all those off-beach parking lots, Volusia County off-beach parking lots become pay to park.
Yes.
But if I'm a resident and I sign up for Park Volusia, where do I do that again?
You can go to parkvolusia.org.
That sounds super simple.
And then there's a couple of offices I just talked about. So
that's true, the in-person stuff. So
they could not have made it any easier for you.
Right.
And we've already issued more than 30,000 Park Volusia permits.
Oh, wow. That's
nice.
A big... That's
dude, Michael's eyes just lit up. He's like, wow, my marketing team's doing their job.
Last time I heard it was like 15 or something.
No,
it was like half that. Nice. So bottom line is, December is your last free month. Go sign up, Park Volusia. And if you don't, then you're going to have to pay to park and still pay to drive on the beach.
And for any of our listeners out there who may have family or kids that live in an adjacent county or even Orange County who like to visit our beaches quite a bit, you can still purchase those annual passes at parkvolusia.org. Yeah. That would be a nice Christmas present for somebody who's an avid beachgoer who's not a Volusia County resident.
And kudos to the county council for giving free parking to the residents too. Also a nice little Christmas present. I very much appreciated that. Kelsey, on the driving note, what exactly is Tire Amnesty?
So I actually just learned this too. Very interesting. It is a program in which you can actually bring your tires in. So the county is setting it up. It's this Saturday, so tomorrow, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Mosquito Control Headquarters. So it's in New Smyrna Beach. You can bring your residential tires. So if your car, you got a new set of tires, you have 4 tires just sitting in your garage that you have no idea what to do with. You bring them and you drop them off, and they actually recycle them and put them safely back into the environment to actually prevent mosquitoes from breeding.
Nice.
Yeah, very interesting. So not only does it get rid of the tires that are stuck in your garage or, in your shed, but it also prevents us from having more mosquitoes. It's a win-win.
So let's take our last break and we'll come back and talk a little more of Volusia County news.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
Welcome back, everyone, to Volusia Today. This is the Friday, December 6th, 2024 episode. I just had to timestamp that for my...
I appreciate that.
All right. So we got a few minutes left. I just want to jump on here and make sure that everybody knows that FEMA... They've been operating a disaster recovery center at the John H. Dickerson Community Center in Daytona Beach. It was initially set to close tomorrow evening, but we just received some good news from them yesterday, and we actually just put it out on social media, news release, and all of the avenues that Michael likes us to, that they actually extended their stay until next Saturday, December 14th. Those hours, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Obviously... Anybody who's been affected by Hurricane Milton, we strongly encourage you to apply for assistance. Like I used to say in us in social services, it's better to know a no than to never know. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I said that right, but
what did he just say?
It's better to know a no than never know. So you'd rather have an answer than not have an answer, and that's what they're going to do for you.
Wow, Clayton, you should write that down too.
I'm going to trademark that.
We're going to book today.
Yeah, but again, the deadline to apply for FEMA and SBA assistance is coming up January 7th. So we do want to make sure everybody gets their applications in. In addition to visiting a disaster recovery center, Daytona Beach, you could go to disasterassistance.gov, the FEMA mobile app. There's actually an 800 number that's on our social media accounts and website. And I was actually with our emergency management team earlier this week, and they told me that more than 43,000 individuals and households in Volusia County have so far applied for FEMA assistance. Wow. 43,000. And so far, FEMA has approved of over $26 million of assistance to our residents.
That's huge. That's huge. When a hurricane comes through, unless it really impacts you deeply, most of us move on pretty quick after that, right? And it's easy to forget. Milton, what was Milton a couple months ago? It's easy to forget that there are still people out there that are still suffering through that.
And then one other thing, and then I'll turn it over to Kelsey for some fun stuff. But FEMA used to, back when Ian and Nicole came, if you applied for FEMA assistance, you had to also apply for a small business administration loan. Mm-hmm. They actually, earlier this year, FEMA, they changed that regulation. And so now you only have, you don't have to apply for both at the same time. So some people, I know, they're like, I don't want a loan, I don't need a loan. But they still have to apply. So just want to get that word out there to everybody.
Kelsey, heading into the holidays, Tell me about some fun stuff that's going on at DeBerry.
Yeah, so we have some really awesome things at DeBerry. We have holiday candlelight tours, and they go from 6 and 7 p.m. Friday, December 13th, and Saturday, December 14th. They're $10 each.
Hold on, I got to clarify. DeBerry Hall.
DeBerry Hall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't say that. We're not talking about just the general area of DeBerry.
DeBerry Hall. And then they also have a DeBerry Hall holiday tea, which sounds really interesting. I think my mom would love that. And it's 11 a.m. on Thursday, December 19th, and it's $20 a person. So give them a call, reserve your spots for those. And for the little ones, 12 and under, you can also email elves, ELVES, at volusia.org and receive a personalized letter from Santa.
Sweet.
Yeah. So once you send them the email, all you have to do is let them know your kid's full name and address, and Santa will deliver a little something special in their mailbox.
I used to do that with my kid. It was great. Santa would call us, actually. And that was a phone call, yeah.
I think I'm going to have to do that. He's very excited about Santa this year.
I tell you what, if you're flying for the holidays coming up, Christmas, flights just got a little bit cheaper and a few more options, Clayton, at the airport. You want to tell me what's going on over there?
Well, obviously Breeze Airline, they just started less than a month ago, so now they're flying out of Daytona Beach International Airport. We also had a big announcement from the airport this week from Avelo Airlines. Even though it won't be ready for the holiday season, starting in April, for our friends, listeners out there in the North Carolina area, they're actually going to be doing flights to the Charlotte, I lost the airport, the Charlotte Concord Airport.
Okay.
So just letting everybody know, that's around spring break time. That's right before summer kicks off. So be on the lookout for that twice weekly. And those are going to be on Thursdays and Sundays.
Okay. All right. So if you're flying for the holidays, go check out the Daytona Airport because you don't have to drive to Orlando. That's the bottom line.
Don't have to drive to Orlando.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of that simple.
You don't have to wait in lines.
Yeah. And you can walk about 20 steps and get in the front door. All right, Volusia County, thanks. I don't know what happened to this show. This show just went by.
We have to let Clayton do his sign off.
I was there. I was going that way.
I'll go ahead and throw it out there. So obviously, even though it's a little cooler out there, if you are going to enjoy the beach, always swim near a staffed lifeguard tower. And you can find those on our Volusia Beaches app.
Volusia, this is Volusia Today. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for getting through this show. Please come back next week. Hopefully it'll be a little better. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And as Clayton said, always swim in front of a lifeguard tower.